So Kyle did ask a question. He goes, question for y'all personally. Is it ever hard to have through time to come together on same schedule and the motivation to stay consistent?
All right, Tim Creamer here. Now Tim Creamer, not that Tim Creamer. Um, One thing we talk about in this is community and how important it is, and motivation of it, of being consistent and never getting bored. We didn't really shout out anybody, so I want to let you guys know right now. We're gonna leave a description, or down in the description we're gonna leave a bunch of links to a bunch of people that we enjoy, that always come and hang out with us, that are also great creators that you should definitely check out. So right off the bat, Zach Attacks, Kenny Sparks, Jason Entertainment, Colt Lords, Chillmonger, Bigger Ford Entertainment, YK Reviews, trying to think of other people, but I'm gonna leave a list of a bunch of people down below, so make sure you hit that subscribe button for all those guys, because they're as much a part of our channel as we are with theirs, and we want all you guys to be part of theirs as well. So thank you guys, but back to our normal show.
It's funny for me. I'm addicted to being consistent. I'm addicted to doing the same thing. Like once I start something, I have to continue to do it. Like I have a hard time to walk away from anything. So
like the Flash,
like everything, like Bones, like I just keep on going. So like when we start doing this stuff, I'm the one person that'll probably be on every day of the week if I can. If my schedule allows it, I'll still do it. Just what it is. No matter what. Oh, Brian, you can take a break. I'm like, nah, it's no break.
Same.
It's just me.
Yeah.
No, it's the motivation to stay consistent isn't hard for me at all.
Yeah.
It's something I legitimately enjoy doing. As with anything, I like, I believe in the concept of routine and repetition. So no, it's not hard at all. And the just coming together on the same time just kind of works itself out.
Yeah. I do like when we first started the channel, before either of these guys were even part of it, when it was just me and one other guy, consistency was the problem. And then as we get more people, the consistency became easier because we could fill in for each other and stuff like that. But the three of us, I think the time more or less works. I think we moved it later because of me, because the last year has been complete chaos in my life, having a 1-year-old. So there's times I do miss, but when I miss it, you guys don't understand like how bothersome it does bother me that when I miss a show, and it's not just this, it's whether it missing a Chaos Central, thing on, and that's somebody else's channel, or like I can't commit to something because this past year has been it literally has been just so chaotic, and things are getting more regular, which is good. But then, like something like teach him to take away the bottle and then introduce more chaos, it was like, so.
At least I've been through it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like you're going through something that I've been through. I know exactly. It's like,
yeah,
you let me know. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, go do what you got to do, because you do so much. You guys don't know behind the scenes how much Tank does. You guys have no idea. And he's very consistent with doing all this stuff. And really, we just say thank you for doing as much as he does do. I just try to, catch up whatever I can. whatever it is, just put the slack in,
Yeah. Which is like, even for this show and for our football, show too. The one thing is like, I know I could miss when I need to, and the show will still go on, and it would be just as good if I was here, and stuff like that. So, the quality doesn't bother me. It's just I don't get to talk about the shit I want to talk about. Is what bothers me. It's like I like talking about this stuff, and for me that's the motivation. Is I get to nerd out and talk about this stuff. And I know Kyle is from Zach Attacks channel. He's over there all the time. So we appreciate you coming in. And that was one thing Zach Attacks had said was he liked movies and talking about movies, but none of your like friends really like talking about it. So you start forming a community online and finding like-minded people and stuff like that. So, like me and Brian, I started off with talking about football, and then we're like, hey, you like comics? Oh shit, you like nerdy shit? Oh shit, like you like all this other stuff, and then it turned into what it became. And then Brandon was always in chat. I know Brandon and Brian knew each other, for years. So
I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wheel in the fish. I got
it. Yeah. So the motivation for at least for me is always there, because I'm just a giant nerd. I'm a giant nerd, and I love talking about just nerdy stuff, and I've always been like that, to the point where my mom, I remember growing up, and my mom was like, how do you know this shit, but you can't learn like things in school? I was like, but I like these things, and that's the difference, and I'm like, I want to know all the stupid shit about Star Wars. Like, do I need to learn about why the Isosceles triangle is what it is? I was like,
yeah,
I need to know that too.
Well, you do.
I like to know everything. I still want to know everything. I'm a knowledge junkie. I can't help it. Like, something's in front of me, I want to know.
That is something that got to me more as I got older. Like, once I learned school isn't something that. Once I started college, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what school is? Is this what learning is? Because you do it on your time and your own pace, and on things you like, so, but that's a whole nother, society, with schooling kind of thing. But my motivation is just being a nerd and like talking about nerd stuff with other people who enjoy talking about nerd stuff. So
it's the same thing I'll be doing anyway. I'll still be reading my comic books. I'll still be watching the TV shows. I just get to enjoy it with you guys.
Yeah. Instead of me like talking to Erica about all this shit, who does not care as much as I do, like I get to actually talk to people, these three, or these two guys, plus everyone in chat, and stuff like that. So it's like everyone is here, and they all have the same kind of mentality, of we want to talk about this. So.
My wife, I remember her grabbing my face. You ever seen that the part of Remember the Titans, when she's like, Cheryl, and she holds her by the face and says, I do not care. That was my wife. It's like, Brian, I go find someone who cares. It's not me.
Erica tells me that all the time, especially with football. Football. But even like right now, I got like I'm in a new card game, Lorcana. It's a Disney card game, and I'm going hardcore with it. And then I talk to Erica about it all the time, and she's like, I didn't want to know any of this information. He goes, but now I do. Thank you. Very like. So yeah. So it's fun talking to people like this. But but coming together is I don't know if it's as hard. I really wish we can start a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But I know my schedule, I think Brandon's schedule too, really can't, I'm
always here. Brandon, but I'm always here an hour earlier, just sitting here like waiting for an hour.
Yeah.
That's what I was like,
pre-baby.
Yeah. But that, but no, you guys are making the right decisions. That's why I say you're making the right decision, and that's I'm cool.
Yeah.
The thing I've learned and is that cheating myself out of sleep is the worst thing I could do. No more editing to 6 a.m. for me. It's just not wise. And they said I was not expecting to find a community when I started my channel. Honestly, this is the best part of doing this now.
It is. It really is. And that was like we weren't really getting big when we first started. We were finding people who just kind of stumbled across us, which was awesome. And then like obviously Brandon Davis, knows you guys, or Brand, so there was a lot of friends that were coming in and stuff like that who also like talking about the stuff. But I think once we went on Twitter and we started searching for like-minded people, then that's when everything started kind of coming along. And then when I started going on YouTube and finding other reviewers,
I think that's what it really was, finding other reviewers. And then when we got hooked up with Chill, and then Chill had us on the plant, the 33 burning questions. And then when you have other creators and you hear listening to them and how similar your ideas or how different they are.
Yeah.
you could be doing the same thing, love the same stuff, and have so many different opinions and still be okay. I thought that was very cool, and that really helps the community. And I think that's huge in the community to understand that you don't have to, don't have to have the same opinions. We don't have the same opinions, but it's okay as long as you respect their opinion, and you can have a good basis from it. Hey, let's do it. Let's talk.
Yeah,
and that's the fun part, is having a conversation.
Yeah, because we all, I think, love the thing we talk about is just we all have different opinions and thoughts about it. So that I always thought, where like even like with this last thing, you heard Balin say the thing and you thought one thing, I heard the same exact thing and thought a whole nother thing, so it's like it's always fun for me to talk about stuff like that too. So, but even with like Zack Attacks, I remember like specifically finding channels that were small, and channels that I can actually talk to, because going on, like I'm not, all these bigger YouTubers, they're not gonna reply to my comment. It's like, oh, you got 200 subscribers, like, no, you're a nobody. It's like, so like, finding Cult Lords, finding Zack Attacks and stuff like that, and just going in the comments and hanging out, helped build the community, and then everyone else just kind of falling in. I remember, I think Kenny was, I think I saw him in Zack Attacks stuff, and then he came over, so yeah. But
college is about spending several years not doing well and discovering you have to go to the library. Learning how to study. Is probably the most important thing in the world.
Yeah. Learning to know how you study. Yeah.
Brandon Davis says, I don't even remember how I met Brandon.
Me neither, actually.
That's how you know it's a good friendship. It's that old.